feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Whoa, won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tim.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Out come the Jaguars, and it's Gardner Minshew, their second-year quarterback, leading the way.
I know that people like him, and he's kind of a phenomenon in the league as Gardner Minshew, but I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how well he plays the game of football at the quarterback spot. Remember, he was a 6th-round pick, and a surprise 6th-round pick at that. More than held his own as a rookie after Nick Foles' broken clavicle forced him onto the field in the second quarter of Week 1. The Jaguars went 6-6 with him as a starter in 12 opportunities. Now they've got a chance to continue to progress and move forward with Gardner Minshew leading their team.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Minshew and Shark on the hook up there. First down, Jacksonville. And they'll try the jet sweep here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fournette, a first down carry. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
First down.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First time we get to see this Baltimore offense here, and feast your eyes on the Madden cover man, Lamar Jackson, taking the field, ready to lead them at quarterback.
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency, and he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out. And the social media chatter for the MVP races certainly start to ramp up. I know you and I have felt that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right now, he's in the pole position as we head down the stretch.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback. Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage, but Mark Ingram over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
That good for 19 and a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Catches made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Marquise Brown.
The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. He took out some anger, some apparent anger against that defense. The yards just kept going up and up and up.
Yeah, he was just running up and down the field doing whatever he wanted. By the end of the game, he was seeing 2, sometimes 3 defenders on every snap, yet he was still making play after play. It was like he was running routes versus air in practice.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
That's good.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10. again. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
2-yard line.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
Jackson on the keeper.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
They have 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle.
Jackson's pass.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
6-yard pickup.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
From the ball carrier.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A pass complete here to Conley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun is Minshew. The Conley's got it over the middle.
Minshew.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
First down, Jacksonville.
Minshew sets to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
Here's Minshew. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
That's the
good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
This is Fournette. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On the option, here's Minshew. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Gardner Minshew keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
For a Baltimore Raven.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 55 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fournette running out of the gun. Fights loose. Fournette, a first down, still going. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive of 4 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will start at the 25 as Barner will not return it.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. Caught right side at Snead. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. Well, linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Lamar Jackson.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
At the 39-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson to Gabriel, middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. He completes it to Snead. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown.
Jackson's pass.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Ingram. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Minshew's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A short throw caught by Andrews. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to he's got a man, complete, 20, 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens... And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Ravens 25.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
For a Baltimore Ravens.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
A gain of 4.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Open man, Taylor Gabriel.
That's good.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
For a Baltimore.
A good pickup there, a 22. Jackson from the shotgun, forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Second down and goal. Minshew. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Minshew. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
The Jaguar first down.
Minshew sets to throw to the left side here for Eifert. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 5-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Minshew, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drop. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here again comes Gardner Minshew. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question is, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarter? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he will have the Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Complete to
a well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Jaguars.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. He's got it complete to Thompson.
Minshew's pass.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Chris Thompson.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
Minshew's pass. Intended for Chris Conley.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And run 57 yards. Out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Ravens cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
At their own
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They're able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Wide open receiver complete.
Minshew's pass.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jackson.
Chris Conley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First and 10.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
Mark Andrews.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. And just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 4.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen, getting in there defensively. Ingram again.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A give to the fullback on the dime. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the give, this is their fullback. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So now a carry here for their fullback. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Adrian.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Jackson.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right.
Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 20 on the year. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run on first down. Thompson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Calais Campbell, who was an all-pro with these Jaguars.
At the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. Caught. Eifert over the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Pass complete.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Carried by the wide receiver.
There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Gabriel.
7 yards there and a first down.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 37.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Joe Schobert on the tackle.
2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. A short throw caught by Andrews. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run.
62.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself second play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. It'll be Minshew again. And that is incomplete.
Minshew's pass intended for DJ Chark.
Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts. point, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situations. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and...
They'll look to throw. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back to throw. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Baltimore, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.